What's up, guys? Welcome back to another update of improvement time. So I know it's been a long time, and trust me, a lot of things have been going on for the last 3 weeks. So today I'm back again with another lower day workout. So today on the agenda we're doing squats and deads for 4 sets of 7. So as you can see now, I'm warming up. So typically, since I'm starting to move the weights in progression, I do need a little bit longer time working out, and also warming up, making sure that all the body parts are warmed up before the real working sets. So here, I'm getting closer. Here's 275. Typically today I would like to try to work to 315 for 4 sets, or a little bit higher for 4 sets of 7. So 275. I can honestly say things have been going pretty well, as in progression wise and weight in the gym. However, for the end of, ever since the last time I filmed, we went away to Virginia for a wedding, and things haven't been super busy. A lot of things has been happening. So pretty much I went to WrestleMania, you guys. That was about 2 weeks ago, and then last week we had a family gathering. So the last 3 weeks have been super swamped and busy, but you know, I got my training sessions in. Not my typical 6 days a week, but I was able to hit maybe like 3-4 a week. Diet wise was good, but it could have been better. But you know, you can only work with what you have. So basically, I'm not stressing too much about that. So here we go. First working set, 315 for 7 reps. And you know, things felt pretty good. It was pretty warm that day. It was a little bit, the floor was a little bit actually slippery. So at this gym, typically in any other gyms you go to, when it's a little bit too warm, it starts getting humid, so the floor gets a little bit slippery. So I was actually pretty good on the first set, and after that we moved to the second set. The first set, 315, felt really good, so I threw on another 20 pounds, so 335. You know, I'm starting to feel more comfortable working with a little bit heavier weights. Back then, it would take a lot out of me mentally, meaning that I would need someone to like kind of spot me or just watch me just in case. However, that's not the story for the squats, at least, and deadlifts since this off season, honestly. So here, first rep felt really good. You know, I'm happy with the depth. You know, the gains have been really good strength wise. Weight wise, little weight update, I've been actually hovering around 174 and 175. That's pretty good, because before I left for the wedding I was about 173, and that was like 3 weeks ago, and I've been eating a lot. So very pleased with my weight and my current composition, my body composition, meaning that I'm not super shredded, but I'm also not super bloated. So you know, I'm in that sweet spot right now where I have enough body fat to give me comfort, to help me with leverages for bumping up the weight, but I still feel a little skinny at times, meaning that I do want to push my food a little bit more. So today's actually officially the first day where I bumped up my carbs and fats and protein. So I'm really happy with how things are going. So here, this is actually even more weight now. You know, since the last set was good. So as you can see, I'm starting to struggle a little bit. But so one thing about me is, typically when I do squats, I have to make sure that I'm slowing down my pace, meaning on the eccentric and concentric, I'm trying to really stay tight throughout the whole entire movement. As you can see, it felt pretty good. My man John was there that day. He's been really helping me out a lot at the gym. Just talking to me and watching him push really gets me psyched up. I'm also under the weather too, the last week and a half, I would say. At first I thought it was allergies, but it's just a bad case of cold. So I caught a cold somehow, so I'm trying to get over that. So sorry about the voice and the sniffles and everything. So here comes set 4, guys. Again, things have been going pretty smooth this whole entire workout. The goal is to be able to do, you know, maybe 365 for 4 sets of 5. I don't think I've ever gotten any heavier, at least for more than 1 rep. So I'm in no rush, honestly. You know, I'm really pleased with how things are moving right now. I have lots of time Definitely a lot of things have been changing for me, for work, my life, client base. So a lot of things are happening, and I'm gonna fill you guys in on a separate video. But for now, I just want to keep on task of how things are going with my training. So squats were done. Don't forget, this is Friday night, and I was feeling like crap pretty much. So here comes my first working set, 405. Nothing crazy, again, I wasn't sure how I was feeling because I was feeling really sick that day. So the first set felt pretty smooth. So one thing I noticed this off season is I don't need to rest or warm up as much for deadlifts. So pretty much my hips are already pretty warmed up from the squats, and as you can see, first rep went up pretty fast, and here comes the second rep, and everything is just pretty smooth. I mean, it's just really good. And I remember back then it used to take me I would say 40 minutes to warm up for squats, and another 30 minutes to acclimate my working set. But now I've just been, I guess I'm not going as heavy, or I can manage the weight a little bit better now, so I'm able to just jump right into it. If you're a beginner, I don't recommend you doing that. I recommend you kind of taking your time and just really warming up your body before hurting yourself. So first set went really smooth, so I'm sticking with the 405s again for the second set, just to kind of get a feel. So typically whenever I hit the first set, even if it's I hit the reps, if I felt heavy, I like to go for another set just to make sure I'm feeling safe and it wasn't a fluke. Second set, still moving pretty fast. I'm also really liking the platform. Honestly, these shoes are really good. I had them for maybe 3 years already. They're starting to get a little bit worn out. I wear them every day when I work out. So I used to just wear them for deadlift and deadlift only, really, but now I wear them every time I'm at the gym. So third set coming up, and I threw on 20 more pounds. So 425, set 3. I'm trying to make sure that I can hit 7 reps. That's the goal. I still kind of make sure I get my groove right. I make sure the bars are straight, because sometimes when the floor is kind of unbalanced or the platform is worn out, the weights would shift. But things are pretty smooth. Very pleased. Really surprised, honestly, because of feeling like dog crap and being under the weather. I really thought it was gonna hinder my performance. So as I mentioned, I've been sick. Macros I've been hitting on most days. Other days I just kind of eat out and chill with the family. Training hasn't been as consistent, but has been pretty good on the days that I have been going. So one thing I do want to work on is continuing progressing throughout all movements. Mentally, how am I feeling? I'm not gonna lie, these last 3 weeks have not been easy, because I've been actually taking more additional off days than what's on my program, and that's okay. Sometimes you just have to really listen to your biofeedback and see how you feel. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a little bit tough. I mean, even though I'm kicking ass in the gym, I think getting to the gym has been a little bit quite a challenge for me, just motivation wise. And it's not the fact that I don't want to work out, or not the fact that I'm sick of the gym. I think it's more of the fact that now, because within the last 3-4 months I've been progressing so much on my working sets, where even my first set now is pretty heavy, and it's heavier than my former top sets from in the past. And I guess after a while your body starts feeling fatigue, and some people might say, why don't you deload? But honestly, I think even deloading is gonna make me feel like that mentally. It's just hard when you're under the weather and you have so many things going on in your life. I don't know how other people may feel, but for me personally, I'm a guy that, for me, in order to have a really good session, I gotta really mentally be in it. And I'm not one of those guys where I'm just gonna go to the gym and just go 40%. So after that, I did some standing calf raises and some abs. After that, I moved into dumbbell RDLs, and again, these have been feeling pretty nice. I'm really pleased with the progress with these, and I really feel my hammies and glutes really developing, as you guys can see. So I remember used to doing like 70 pounds, and that was actually like one of the heavier sets, 80 pounds, but now I'm repping out 115s, and I think on that night I actually felt good enough to go into the 120s, and you know, that was just nice, you know. After deadlifting heavy, of course, the 120s felt like butter. Like I picked it up like it was a bag of groceries. And here you go, my I believe this is my second set. I only filmed 2 sets for this movement, and everything's nice and tight. I must say my calves are growing. That's always one of my priorities. My calves and my chest is always priorities for growth, because those are my biggest lagging parts. And I would say hamstrings comes next. But here I'm slowly trying to work on it. After that, we move into leg extensions. Here I'm just doing 3 sets of 10 to 20 reps. Again, I don't try to hit the full 20 reps. I try to hit a higher working weight where I can hit more than 10. But most of the time I haven't been able to hit 15. So I've been hitting like 12 reps for like 190 pounds, nice and control. These feel pretty good. I do wish this gym have a better hack squat machine, but you know, I'm actually thinking about relocating to a different gym when for the weekdays maybe. I don't know. I'll see how it goes, but I do feel, for what it has, I do feel like it's been helping me a lot this off season at least. So I do see a huge difference compared to the last few years off season. And it's funny because, like, I was just telling Maggie how I felt like I wasted a lot of time mini cutting, and you know, I just felt like I didn't have enough progression as I should have over the years. But you know, you live and you learn, and you know, the variables are very different this time around. So I'm able to eat way more food. Just no pressure of stepping back on stage anytime soon. No need to mini cut anytime soon, because I'm still in a good spot right now. I'm still fairly lean. I'm not like super diced, but I'm lean enough. So here I've been doing these a lot because I haven't been doing hip thrust, the barbell hip thrust. So I've been doing more cable movement, cable pullovers, and man, guys, when I do these movements, my glutes are on fire. You know, seeing myself at this angle, I do see the improvements that I've brought, and I do see the final package, meaning that if I look at myself right now, 20 pounds lighter, just dieting slower, I can keep more mass. But right now I feel like I'm not in the position to start a mini cut yet. I'm just in a sweet spot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go really continue pushing. I'm actually gonna push food more and focus more on the resting, because I do want to develop more fullness on my chest and also on my legs. So you know, it's gonna be one of those slow and steady, and one of those times where things don't always feel great right now. I can honestly say I'm in like close to the end game right now, meaning that things are actually getting pretty brutal now. My sessions, every session is getting more intense, so I might have to change the volume and take out some exercises, but I'm gonna stick with this push-pull legs for another, I would say, another few more weeks, just to see how things go. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to, like, you know, alternate some movements just to kind of take off more compound movements to kind of let the body recover a little bit. But this is why having biofeedbacks is very important, because you know that saying where you have to go to the gym and kill it all the time. You know, although you want to, it doesn't necessarily mean that you can. Meaning that, you know, we're all human, we all get sick. There are other variables, things in life that's impacting us, and things that's impacting us at work, at home, family. So we can't always just stress about gaining a lot of weight and gaining a lot of muscles, because we can only work with what kind of feedback we're getting weekly. So it's also important to be honest with yourself at where you're at, because you know, I feel like I'm nowhere near where I want to be. I'm starting to get there, but the journey is just beginning. I feel like I'm now on that phase where things are going to get tougher, and I'm just going to have to find a way to make it more effective and not run myself to the ground. But that's it for this week's improvement time. I'm going to make a separate video catching everybody up with what's been happening in my life. Hopefully I can film that really soon. But I've been working on a few projects, and there's been other things, great things happening in my life right now. And for those that do follow me on Instagram and social media, you guys will know. You guys probably already know, but if you don't worry about it. I'm going to make sure I film this, and I'm going to make sure I share with you guys. If you guys have any questions on what program I'm currently, what movements I'm doing, or what plan I'm trying to switch to, just hit me up or comment, and I'll make sure I answer to you guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.